Yes, Yunli power creeps Clara. If you just look at the multipliers, she has higher multipliers, and on top of that, they basically do the exact same thing. So there's very little scenarios where you can argue that, well, actually Clara is better in this and that scenario. I mean, I think there is one. However, we'll get to that slightly later. So from the sound of things, Yunli is strong. So should you get Yunli? Well, that's really up to you. I think there are two camps of people. People who have Clara and people who don't have Clara. And I'm sure there are other sub-camps as well. This is a massive generalization. For the people who don't have Clara and actually want Clara, I think this is a very good way to basically guarantee that character, because aside from the 300 pull 5-star selector from the standard banner, there isn't a way to really guarantee a 5-star character. So if you're not relying on the 50-50 RNG lost gods to give you a Clara when you lose on the limited banner, then this is a perfect way to get the same units pretty much, but guaranteed. She has that fun counter-attack playstyle that has a big burst of damage, and they're both physical units as well. So the units that have physical weakness, they bring Clara into, basically bring Yunli into. I think this is going to be a team going down this video that Clara and Yunli are so similar. I'm almost mind blown how similar they are. I put what they can do side by side just to double check and confirm, and them with their signature light cones basically have the exact same kit, just Yunli does stuff better. Anyway, Yunli is strong, don't get me wrong, and she is a good unit to pull if you just like her or you want some character to play follow-up attack playstyle with. Okay, I went on a small tangent, but that's the first camp of people. For the second camp of people, it's the people who already have Clara. I personally have Clara and her light cone, and I think she's really well built. For us, I think we have to really look at what the cost is. Because to get my Clara and signature light cone, all it took, I wouldn't say it's free. It took some unluckiness. That was the price I had to pay, aka losing 50-50s or 75-25s from the weapon banner. But if I wanted to get Yunli to the same level as Clara, in addition to farming relics and traces for her once again, I have to spend a lot of jade. God knows how much, depending on luck, to acquire her and potentially her light cone. Don't get me wrong, I think E0 Yunli without her light cone is competitive and good too, but even then it will take jade. And personally, I am not willing to do that, even though I really like Yunli's design. But that goes for a lot of characters in the game. I really like the design, but if I were to pull every single character that I like the design, I will be flat broke. So I'm trying not to do that. The thing with Yunli is that she's so similar to Clara, which means it would be hard for me to bring her into situations where I normally wouldn't bring Clara. Granted, the situations Clara excel in, she will excel more, but looking back at how I have slowly played Clara less and less as time goes on, I don't think Yunli will see much love as well. And I feel like it's a shame whenever they release a new character and they don't exactly bring something new to the table. Rather, they are just there. I don't know actually. I don't know why this character doesn't bring anything new to the table at all. Yeah, I think it kind of sucks. But I guess in a way we're lucky because Clara havers just basically have a free Yunli kit-wise. But free. And that jade is something that can be used on supports. Think of it this way. If you want a stronger follow-up attack physical character, I would rather spend the jade I would spend on Yunli into, for example, a Ruanmei E0S1 or E1S0 for the Clara team to make Clara stronger and compete with Yunli's power, and also be a character that can use in other teams. So yeah, it just opens up a lot of possibilities just having Jade, and for me this is a very big no-brainer to skip Yunli, especially since her multipliers are nothing out of this world crazy. They're still just good and better than Clara's, but that's about it. So I guess we've already talked about the upsides of Yunli. She's stronger. But the downsides are something that you might not expect. And that's something that can affect you depending on how you play. And by that I mean if you auto battle or not. Yunli doesn't really work well with auto battle AI. If you're not already aware, there are 2 enhanced follow-up attacks that Yunli can do in her ultimate state. She requires herself to be hit before the enemy turn ends or before an ally turn ends to do an enhanced hit, which is significantly more damage than the non-enhanced version. But the AI will always just ult whenever Yunli has enough energy. So are you starting to see where the problem is there? I think this is a cool design if you're playing manually because it feels like you actually have to parry at the correct time so the enemies hit you to get the full effect. But when you let AI control it, that all goes out the window. And yes, every time you do an unenhanced hit, the next follow-up will always be enhanced, so that kind of helps a bit. However, I don't think it still feels good, since such a big part of the damage comes from doing enhanced hits. So just keep in mind, if you're someone who is on the fence about going for Yunli, just know that this AI thing exists. Anyway, that's the video. I just wanted to make a quick one. Don't worry, I haven't quit Star Rail yet. This is the game I play the most. I actually stream it most days on twitch.tv/Nutty. I'm actually working on another video as well that goes more in depth about my polling decisions way back from 1.0 characters up till now. Anyway, come say hi to us now on Twitch. I most likely will be testing the new March 7th out and doing the story. It's good fun times and I hope to see you there. Bye guys! See you soon. I'm not dead, I'm not dead, I'm not dead, I'm not dead.